Come on, Mr. Salazar. Breathe. That's California air.
Go east for civilization, Senator. West for air.
Something like that. Put it over the side.
Take it easy, Senator. They work for us. They're here to welcome you.
Oh, I'm sorry, Senator. I thought you'd be pleased.
Oh, Nick, it's not your fault. You see, there's been a threat. A threat on my life.
No more surprises, Mr. Barkley, please.
Oh, Jud. Jud, you shouldn't have.
Mother, it's so lovely.
She's lovely.
Thank you.
You know, I was just about to say it's good to be back home. And it's true. I almost feel as though California were my home. Now pour me some of that good California wine.
The good California wine we ship back east.
Well, if you'll excuse me, Senator.
Senator! Senators live in Washington, D.C. Here it's Jud. I won't even accept a Mr. Robson. Just Jud.
Jud.
Mrs. Barkley, if the senator's room is ready.
Oh, of course. You must be very tired after such a long trip.
Me? Tired? Show me a dragon to slay, a mountain to climb.
I'll show you a staircase to climb. Or would you please show the gentleman to his room?
Be a pleasure.
Thank you.
Mr. Salazar, perhaps you'd like to rest before dinner?
Perhaps later. May I speak to you for a moment?
Yes.
That ranch hand who was just here, what's his name?
Oh, Walt Tompkins or Thompson or something like that.
I'm afraid something like that isn't good enough. I'd appreciate if you'd find out everything you can about him and about every other worker on the ranch.
Well, may I ask why?
Please understand. A man like the senator, wherever he goes, whatever he does, the nature of his office, his responsibilities goes with him. They follow him. But that isn't all that follows him. Personal enemies, threats against his life. There is right now a threat against the senator's life. And we have reason to believe this time there'll be an attempted assassination.
Oh, that's difficult to believe. Jud is so revered, so loved.
And hated and feared, like all men in positions of power. Think of his life. A gunman, a town tamer, a lawman, United States Marshal. Think of the men that he has caused to be arrested. The dozens that have died under his guns.
It's not so easy being a living legend, is it?
I advised him against this trip. He insisted. You're his best friends. He loves you. I think he feels safe with you. I hope and pray he's right, because his life is in your hands. Now, if you will show me to my room.
Certainly. Jud, that's enough.
Yes, I guess I'm getting a little carried away.
Well, just carry enough to heat the coffee.
There we are. You know, for the first time in years, right here, right now, I feel young again. I'm glad I came, Victoria.
I'll second that motion.
Salazar and some of my advisors tried to talk me out of it, but I wouldn't be talked. No, sir, I had to get right back here, right where it all began. Get a chance to breathe, begin to renew myself.
Well, don't expect any sympathy from me because you never looked better in your whole life.
Well, that's good to hear, even if it's not true.
Tis true.
Well, I'd hate to have to ride out after the Manville gang tonight to prove it.
Well, thanks to you, there's no Manville gang to ride after tonight or any other night.
You thank me. Heaven knows how many.
Oh, Jud, be careful.
If I had choked, my enemies would award you the Medal of Honor, and that chicken bone would be enshrined in the National Archives. Did you see him?
Yes.
The same man. Tompkins.
Well, I couldn't tell, not from this distance.
Same man. Evening, Walt.
Evening.
Well, looks like the boys went off and left you all by your lonesome, huh?
It's Saturday night. You know how that goes.
Uh-huh. You're, quite a loner, aren't you, Walt?
Well, that's my privilege now.
Yet for a man who likes his privacy, you get around quite a bit, don't you?
What's that supposed to mean? Oh, you got any questions? You far away. I haven't got anything to hide.
You were out on the East Range this afternoon, weren't you?
Look, you know where I was. I was out collecting strays on the North Ridge.
Well, while you were out on the East Range, did you see the senator or my mother?
Look, I told you where... Well, Heath sent me riding back here. I may have cut across the East Range. I don't rightly recall.
Walt, I asked you while you were out on the East Range if you saw the senator or my mother. Now, that's a very simple question, isn't it?
Well, maybe I did. What does that prove?
Nothing? Yet?
Down there. Started climbing up, heard me coming, and ran off.
I'll check the bunkhouse, see if anyone's missing.
That won't be necessary, Jared. It's that same man, Tompkins. I saw him riding out.
At least now we know for sure. We'll leave in the morning.
No.
He's only one of them. There may be many more. In Washington, we're protected.
I say we're staying. No assassin is going to drive me out. We're staying.
All right. Ride into town. Make yourself a target for every... All right. Go. But at least let me go with you.
Nope.
I promise you, I won't interfere with your pleasure.
Part of my pleasure is to be left alone.
Che circo!
I heard that. Next time, make it in English, loud and clear.
You're stubborn. I don't know what I'm going to do.
That's better. Much better.
Mr. Barkley, are you going into town?
Yeah, need a lift?
Thank you. Mr. Senator, it seems like you have a ride into town.
Thank you, Salazar. All right, Heath, let's go.
Take about an hour to load the wagon.
Oh, take as long as you like. Longer. I'll manage to amuse myself. Yeah.